happen.
Well, beat his ass then.
Then that's what's gonna happen.
And whoop that ass. Get your fucking...
Whoop that trick. Get him. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick.
Take care of your light work before I get home.
Hey, you understand?
Anyway, so we haven't talked about anime at all, and my boy here, OG over here, has really started exploring into anime this past year.
A little bit.
A little bit more exploring. It's not like deep dive exploring, but he's not surface level anymore. I'm proud to say that. And how was your journey this year with anime? How do you feel about your journey this year with anime?
I've opened up to more worlds than I would normally used to. Before I would find like some basic bullshit. Nah, bro, because I've watched something that was like in depth and had a story.
Oh yeah, if you're talking about Brotherhood, Brotherhood's like one of the most.
Nah, I mean some other shit that was like it was an anime that was weird and had like the textures Freerun be having, but it was throughout. It was I can't even think about it. I had to talk to somebody to remember what it was. It was like I got it bootleg like back in 06, some shit like that. Like
I might know it.
It was like supposed to be like the Count of Monte Cristo type shit, but it was like an anime type shit, and it was fucking weird, and everything was it wasn't even dubbed. It was subbed. I was reading the shit, and I was getting a dish from somebody.
What was the art style? Was it newer or was it like 2006, 2007?
It had some weird texture in it, where the texture was in it like a lot. Like it was a lot of texture.
Do you remember the story at all?
I want to say it was like some Count of Monte Cristo shit. And they're back to take vengeance on some shit. Like that type shit.
Do you remember anything unique, like any fighting or any like... Damn, it sucks.
I just remember it was a story that I was watching, I was into, and I was getting the copies from this dude. So, like, sometimes I'd fall off and branch. And
do you remember what the characters looked like at all?
It wasn't about fighting. It wasn't like no big bump. It was
so it had to have been a slice of life then.
No, it wasn't a slice of life.
A slice of life meaning like just it's about their lives.
Yeah, but dude was making a play to do some shit at the end.
Fuck.
It was building up to a story. I just don't remember what it was.
Okay, move past it then, because if you can't give me more details, I can't really help you with naming it.
Yeah.
Like, I usually can go off like the smallest details sometimes, but
I'm just telling you, it's a lot of texture.
Yeah, see, nothing coming to mind
right now. A lot of texture. Characters were like, I want to say more elegant drawn.
Anyway.
Like elegant texture, maybe some computer animated. I don't know. I used to get high smoke and watch that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it was just boom. When I was just looking at it,
so you're overall like you're more mid dive, like you're not on the high dive.
No, I'm not on the high dive.
No,
because I went to high dive and I was like, fuck Sword of the Demon Hunter.
Yeah, you wanted to fucking say that?
Yeah. While you mentioned it, you brought me right there to high dive. Yeah.
There was a lot of good shows on
high dive. I need to get the high dive on something, but that made me, I never went back to that app for real.
There's a lot of good shows on high dive though, for real there is.
Well, I need to find something because right now this is an anti high dive. Fucking Crunchyroll, baby. We fuck with you, baby. Fuck with us.
I'd rather fuck with Crunchyroll than anything else.
You know what I'm saying? Crunchyroll, fuck with us.
Yeah, facts. Come down, give us some shit. We'll fucking, hell yeah, dude. Crunchyroll. So, well, since we're on the Crunchyroll fucking thing, right? So, Crunchyroll was my favorite app to use for the longest time, right? Everybody talks shit on Crunchyroll because we had Funimation, right?
Right.
Funimation and Crunchyroll were two main fucking powerhouses, right? Crunchyroll is 10 times better, right? And all my friends like Funimation. It was owned by Sony. But then Sony bought Crunchyroll and everybody was pissed. But I did not care because Crunchyroll essentially kind of stayed the same way it was. And I liked Crunchyroll a lot more overall.
You like it better now than it was 5 years ago?
Before the purchase? No, it's about the same. Well, a little worse.
Because something's changed. I know you used to have chats and everything.
Well, no, the biggest issue right now is it's not the app itself. It's not the content itself. It's the content, though. anime is getting too widespread, so, which is fucking amazing, right? Come watch anime. It's a great fucking way to release. It's a good way to watch different stories. Good way to look at different ways. And it's great because it shows different cultures around the world. It shows different ways of thinking. It does have Americans sometimes as the villains. And, you know, as we live in America and American media, they don't really show that. It's not saying they don't show that.
No, I mean, we have domestic shit happen.
Right, but
I watch shows with domestic terrorists all the time.
But what I'm saying is, on a world stage, our story is not usually we're the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
But in some animes I really like, America's the bad guy, right? So that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about on a local scale, right? I'm talking about on the world stage.
Right.
And I'm not saying
somebody else's perspective of us being the bad guy.
Yes, exactly.
And not us making ourselves our own villains.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying we haven't shown ourselves as villains on the media we have now here in America. It's just a good perspective to look at it and be like, so that's how they see us at what kind of bad guys we are. And I've watched a few shows like that, right? Overall, it's great storytelling. It's compelling fights. It's great choreography, and it really does just suck you in. And that's why every year I love watching anime. I could be 85 and it could be for kids, but I'm still going to watch it until I die.
Okay, real quick. Do me a favor. Okay, you already know how much yours is, but my phone's being occupied real quick. Can you look and see how many hours of Crunchyroll? You have my wrap up real quick.
I don't know if I can get your wrap up.
Didn't you sent me like a copy of it via text or some shit?
Oh, yeah, I did send it through a text, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Maybe I can get it.
I don't know. This year, like, I really liked, obviously Solo Leveling was good.
Here's your arc. So what do you just want to know? The hours?
Yeah, the hours are shit. Just
what's on? It says you should watch Demon Slayer or Jobless Reincarnation next. Which I 100% agree with.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna go to your text messages because we don't have that many.
I know, because I'm not a big texter.
I'm not either. I just sent it to you so you could see
That's how my girl gonna know if I'm cheating if I start texting.
Really?
Yeah, if I start texting more than normal, unless
your
I got
arc
some
right here.
Going.
Your spirit companion is the Wandering Neko. Hours watched 275 hours, which is a lot more than I thought you would have watched. That's a decent amount of hours.
I probably fell asleep like at least a good 20 of those though.
Episodes watched 329. Titles explored 15, which is pretty decent. Genres mastered sci-fi, adventure, and action. Your longest streak, 9 days. Your peak day was October 18th. And your favorite show is probably because you rush watched it. Chainsaw Man.
For real?
Yeah, it's all right there.
Oh, I fucking damn. Yeah, because I ran through that shit.
Yeah.
Why did Chainsaw Man as my number one? That's weird.
But so that's on the overall scale. It says midway. It says your most watched or most favorited show, which is weird because it's not here, but it's different. Is Solo Leveling. Your number one show watched was Solo Leveling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they sleeping.
But it says your favorite show, which is Chainsaw Man. Which it was good though. Like I like Chainsaw Man.
It was cool. I'm being honest with you. So we already see I like sci-fi, action, and adventure.
Right.
So I'll probably hit you like this, right? My 3 favorite animes this year probably be Delicious in Dungeon.
Was that last year or this year?
That's what I watched this year.
That was a last year show though.
But I watched it this year.
Okay, that's fair.
I watched it this year, 2025. So Delicious in Dungeon.
Okay.
Solo Leveling Season 2.
Season.
I discovered Solo Leveling this year, so that's going to hit it. And I'm probably going to hit you with the Terminator series that's on Netflix.
I didn't see that. Was it good?
I saw it. It was good. It was a Japanese version of fucking Terminator that was fucking... It hit. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I had a non-anime cousin watch it. I had him watch that. He came in, popped in and watched some of that shit. And then at one point in time, if chat, if you see like, well, you didn't see my whole basement, but you TikTok, I got this general picture. I need to repost it. Especially when Solo Leveling season 2 coming out. Need to
Season
repost that
3.
picture. Season 3, my bad. Need
That
to
should be
repost it.
sometime in April.
So I got this picture, right? And well, my Muhammad Ali picture's failing now, so I need to put it back up. But I got this general this 10 picture he gifted me as well with the figurine that he gave me. And I had it in the center of Michael Jordan and Malcolm and I had Michael Jordan and Muhammad Ali. And my cousin came down my basement and he saw the dude was in between and he was like, "Who the fuck is he?" And he was like, "Is he that great to be up there with them?" And because my instant response wasn't yes, it was I had to think about it that it's only been 2 seasons. You know what I'm saying?
But 2 peak seasons for real.
But because of that, I hesitated. He said, "You need to take that shit down." Like that was Mitch. Mitch country as fuck. He was like, "Bro, if you got it up there, you need to take that shit down." So I'm gonna hit you with those 3 just because, like, I feel like Solo Leveling was different for me. I'll hit with Boom, and I don't really, which is kind of weird because, like, I really, 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 really want to find this year, moving forward, 2026, something that I started watching, I didn't, but I want to find a good isekai that I like.
Ooh. Well then,
Overlord wasn't for me.
no, I'm not talking about. Well, and it said it's jobless reincarnation.
Yeah.
Do not watch it. Just don't watch it. It's sick. It's perverted. It's twisted. But god damn, is it some of the best isekai fucking watch I've ever seen. And
I mean, it is what it is. So
if you can get over it, dude,
as long as it ain't gonna put me on the FBI watch list, what the fuck?
no, it ain't gonna put you on the FBI watch list, but you're gonna feel a certain type of way about the main character in the first season. But if you can get through the first season, you're gonna start being like, okay, that's why. Okay, that's better. Okay, damn, that's storytelling right there.
Mm.
But if you really want the best isekai, in my opinion, outside of that one, because there, you know, people when they say that's your favorite, well, we've had to talk about this on stream. I do remember, but when when you say that you like Jobless, it's like people think a certain way about you, but it's, and then other people are like, okay, you really do know storytelling, or you really do like storytelling. The first season was fucking.
Let's see, maybe because it's just so much to get past the first season that they just kind of just like, bah, bah,
exactly.
bah, bah, bah.
That's exactly why.
You know what I'm saying?
I 100% understand why they would say that too, and I'm surprised I even got through the first season. Like it's fucking, it's.
Is it worse than Game of Thrones?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not even fucking on the same level. But it's shit that actually happens, you know what I mean? It's fucking real shit. So, but if you really want to know, I tried to get you to watch it before. You kind of did start watching it, but you didn't watch it. And it's coming out with another season this year in 2026. Why am I drawing a blank right now? Because it was just on your history. It's the very bottom. It's hold on.
Shield Hero.
No, Shield Hero's kind of.
You said I need to fucking finish fucking My Hero.
Yeah, you do need to finish My Hero.
I don't give a fuck about My Hero.
So good though. I love My Hero for everything it was. ReZero. ReZero's got to be some of the best storytelling and one of the best MC fucking isekai guys. Because check this, right? Most isekais, you get transported to a different world, you get powers, right?
Right.
And
which I was watching Ugly Man though. I did forgot about that.
Yeah, Ugly Man. But did you see how he already was kind of super powerful?
He was overpowered.
Right. You know how he's overpowered?
Yeah.
It just sticks him in there, and we're like, okay. Okay, we like this kind of story. I like the overpowered MC personally, but that's just I just like overpowered shit. But
Overlord, he was overpowered too.
Yeah, for sure. But this is an MC. You get teleported into another world, leaving a convenience store. and then you are the same person in a fantasy land. No extra powers, just, well, he does learn powers later on, but that's just because they were working towards it and he was like, oh, I can do this? I didn't know I had that ability, right? But, so how do I do this, right? So it is basically a normal human, like a normal, what we would call normal,
Right.
gets dropped into a fantasy world with magic and is still just a normal human. And the only thing that separates him, what would make him overpowered, but what is like one of the most gruesome things to a fucking MC I've seen in a long time besides Berserk, is he continuously dies. And he feels all that pain and he remembers all that gruesome stuff, and he's the only one that can remember any of it. His powers were turned by death. So you fucking walk 10 feet, you hit a checkpoint, and then you walk 5 feet and you die and you go right back to the same checkpoint. You walk 6 feet, you die, you go right back to the same checkpoint. You walk 8 feet, you die, you go right back to that same checkpoint. You walk almost 10 feet where the next checkpoint is, and then you die. And everything is retained. So it's not that he's overpowered. It's not that he's over intelligent. He just keeps dying and starting over.
So he kind of goes back in time.
Yes, but no.
Does he go?
Because every death. So think about this. Every death.
Yeah.
Exists. So did you ever watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Do you remember the episode where Morty was making fun of Rick for making a fake acid bath?
Yeah.
And you remember when
how they fucking.
You remember him pressing the button, and he's just starting over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And he thinks it's just time travel.
Yeah.
It's not time travel.
It's different universes.
It's different universes.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. He's stepping back into a different universe. And it's not as a comedy plot point, but as a serious plot point, right? So all these other universes are strafing off the timeline, like he's increasing the timeline of the branches. And he's still on the main timeline, but all these other branches are existing still. That thing's not been on this whole time.
I know.
All the other branches are existing still. So honestly, it's one of the best ones, especially for like, and if you're tired of the overpower trope.
Yeah, that shit's. I'm tired of the overpowered trope, and I'm tired of the overexcited, super anxious shit. Yeah,
it's different. It hits different. The world building's great, the storytelling's amazing, and the character development is on par.
It's serious.
It's a very serious anime.
Okay, so also this is.
But it has its comedic points because you can't have a show without comedy, right?
So also, I'm gonna be honest with you. Free Rent, it was hard for me to get into it. I was talking to this girl about this today, right?
Right.
I was like, I've never really watched an anime with a female lead.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, you have.
What?
Black Lagoon.
Who was the no? Black Lagoon was the female.
Revy is the main character. Rock is telling the story, but Revy is the main character. I'm telling you, Revy is the main character of Rock's story. So Rock's the main guy, right? He's the main character.
Yeah.
It's the same way with Fairy Tail, right? Fairy Tail, we all know generally, right? The very first character you meet is the main character, right?
Sometimes.
But who does it heavily rely on, right? If you watch Fairy Tail, the whole show is about Natsu through Lucy's perspective, right? The whole show of Black Lagoon is about Revy through Rock's perspective.
Okay, but we have him narrating.
Correct, that's his perspective. So he is the main character, but he's not really the main character. Revy is.
So to have these females narrating in Free Rent with that soft voice.
Freerin is the main story. Freerin is the main character.
Yes, but the other girl was talking and was like telling her perspective.
Yes.
And filling in for other shit. So their soft voices was taking a minute for me to get over.
Yeah, it is hard. But it's one of the best.
There wasn't a bass voice to cut it in between.
Yeah.
So it took me a minute to zone in.
It's really a heavily female cast. I agree with that.
No, and I was saying this, and I was like, I'm not trying to sound sexist or nothing like that. Like,
yeah,
I'm not trying, but it was just like it was a lot of that tone that wasn't catching me whenever. Generally, I'm watching anime and we just saw what my list is. There's sci-fi, adventure, and fucking sci-fi, adventure, and what was the other one?
Action.
So at that point in time, there's normally a male voice going, oh!
Fantasy. It was fantasy.
Fantasy. It's normally a male voice going, some shit.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was just different for me. Like, from my tone, it's just like listening to early Lil Wayne. When you listen to fucking Before the Quarter, forgot what the fuck that shit is, the song where he got his daddy on and about the shit with Rabbit and shit.
Yeah.
His voice hadn't matured, and it was hard to listen to a whole album of Wayne at one sitting for me.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? And to me, Freerin at that point,
my favorites.
No, I mean, I listened to it, but you know what I'm saying? It was just like I don't listen to a whole album and shit.
No, I can understand where I understand where you're coming from.
And that's kind of what I was feeling with the voices, where it took a minute for me just to get over it and just hop into the story. And I was telling this to a young lady today. And I'm like, I'm not trying to sound sexist or nothing, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, that was just something hard for me to like get into. But once I got into it, I got into it.
Everybody was upset that Freerin didn't win Anime of the Year last year. Right at the beginning of the year, it should have won Anime of the Year last year. And guess what? Solo Leveling did. And
Solo Leveling was crossing bounds though.
Solo Leveling deserved it as well, but as where people were mad is because Solo Leveling is not traditional storytelling, anime storytelling.
And
well, hold on,
it's rap.
It's way too actiony, and there's barely story to it. There is story to it, and these people who are saying that will realize the story opens up after the first 2 seasons. They just haven't seen it yet because we've been watching a prologue, right? Okay, well that. I just want to be very, very clear. Well, the first 2 episodes of Soul Leveling is a prologue. Okay, it is to give you a perspective of who Jinwoo is, how powerful he is, and how Jinwoo became who Jinwoo. The first 2
seasons.
Right. Okay. The first 2 seasons were all 3.
Talking about the first 2 episodes when they were stuck in the fucking.
Exactly. So you got to realize, and like most adults, right? Most adults in their 20s or 30s or even 40s, there's not a lot of character development to be had with characters like that. I'm not saying Freerin doesn't have a lot of character development.
So you're saying I can't develop as a character, motherfucker?
No, hold on. Let me finish
There'll never be a 40-year-old black male character because I can't.
I'm talking about one of the best characters in all of anime is from Black Lagoon, and he's like 40 and black. He's the guy who runs the whole company.
I know the ship. I know.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the main character.
No, but because he didn't have that. Anyway.
You just said Remy was the main character.
She is.
So he's not the main character.
He's not the main character, but the whole story wouldn't. The whole story
wouldn't work without him. Yeah, right. No. But he's
the owner of the company that they all work at.
I see.
He runs the fucking mercenary group. So if it wasn't for him, the mercenary group. Anyway,
he's Mr. Sprocket.
Exactly.
On the Jetsons.
Yeah. Which is
he's the I forgot what the fuck.
But a way better character.
Jetson.
Anyway, where was I at? Oh, 40-year-old Jinwoo. Okay, it's hard to build. Like, when you're getting older and you're 20 and you're 30, your character development doesn't slop, it slows. Like, we already who we're gonna be mainly, right? And it slows down. Some people in their 20s and 30s and 40s, change happens fast because they never grew up
did shit
in the first place, right? So when it slows down to a point, that's where people are like, okay, it's kind of boring. It's only action. It's not story, but the story's really, really. It was like, we're the whole plot point of the first two seasons, building up Jinwoo, figuring out who he is, his abilities, his fighting prowess, and the country he's from.
Rip your country.
And after this, it opens up to everything else. So the people who are saying there's no story to it, you're just gonna have to lay it out a little bit because there's gonna be way more story to it.
I mean, it's been a sufficient amount of story that's been progressing enough for me.
Well, right, a efficient amount, right? But the storytelling from Freerun to the first two seasons of Solo Leveling, Freerun's got 30 times more storytelling than the first two seasons of Solo Leveling.
Yeah, but Solo Leveling has 30 times more action than Free Reign.
Correct.
So
that's the problem with a lot of
you know what I'm saying? Like
older fans and some newer fans are like, there's no storytelling. It's kind of boring. It's just boom, punch, boom, big explosion, boom, punch, done, right?
now, if he doesn't have any consequences or, somebody doesn't, I mean, if he levels up every time and he's speed running through life, yeah, that get kind of boring.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because if we're comparing the one to the one, right? It was 1-1 because those are the two top of that 2024. Because we're talking about last year, right? We're boom boom 1-1, two top, free run, solo leveling. Solo leveling was for the action pack people, and people are complaining because attention spans aren't what they used to be, which is true. It's not enough storytelling. Like Freerun is beautiful artwork, beautiful storytelling, beautiful world development, beautiful character development. A lot more character development than Solo Leveling had. So that's why people are upset about it. But I mean, in the long run, Solo Leveling will have that. It just hasn't opened up to it yet.
So, question: what's your 3 animes this year?
Oof. I think Moonlight Fantasy season 2 came out this year.
Okay.
If season 2 came out this year, it would be that one.
All right.
Solo Leveling 2, pretty sure that came out this year, right?
Uh-huh.
And Rerun, no, that came out last year. Drawing a blank here. Excluding My Hero, because My Hero it concluded. So
I mean that you can count that if you want to.
No, I'm not gonna count it because it concluded.
I mean that ended though, so you know what I'm saying.
It ended great, but a lot of people had its issues with it as I did.
People fuck what people say.
No, I had issues. I had issues with it because
you had issues with it too. Okay,
yeah,
never mind.
But hold on, I got it right here. The Grieving Souls. Let This Grieving Soul Retire.
Yeah,
it's probably one of my favorites of this year.
Let This Grieving Soul Retire.
Yes, I really liked that a lot. It felt like really old school storytelling with new school storytelling.
Okay, and what else?
Solo Leveling. Here, let me. No, it's not there. Not there.
What is this 3 shit you enjoyed?
I guess I'd go with My Hero.
My Hero?
Yeah.
All right. So, why you trying to hate, right? What's something you revisited this year?
Ooh, a lot of animes. What do you mean by revisited?
What's one that you revisited, like, you know what I'm saying?
Consistently
this year.
And I can't overlook Kaiju number 8 or Apocalypse Bringer. Like, there's been so many good ones, dude.
You've revisited and went back and watched multiple times?
Yeah, I've watched. There's so many.
Peep game. What's something that you went back and watched before this last little run? Peep game like that.
What do you mean?
Like something vintage.
Vintage?
Something 2 years and older that you went back and watched.
2 years and older and I went back to. Shangri-La Frontier, that was really good. That came out this year. That was a very good season. See, it just...
I mean, something that you went back and watched that you wasn't, how do we say this, watching the study for a new season.
Trigon.
Bleach.
No, I like it. I
You
rewatched.
rewatched all of Naruto this year,
No, I didn't
or
watch
did
that.
you glamp through?
I glamped through.
Because you know where to hit.
Yeah, I
Okay.
watched my favorite shit from each series, but I mean, I literally just sometimes just rewatch it, just to rewatch it. If I went to my history, I would show you. Like, here, let me go to it real quick.
You know what, chat? I ain't even gonna lie. I could add One Piece as well,
See,
just because. What the fuck is that? Oh, bro, live action One Piece. You know what's funny? I was just finna say that shit. Talking shit about. You know what? And you know what? I should mention One Piece because I did hop into that.
yeah, you did. You
So,
slowed it down though. I mean,
bruh,
you got deep into it. 100% deep into it.
Bruh,
I
it was
will
hard.
I will give you that.
Once
Dude.
I hit it, it was a labor, and I was like, bruh,
The Devil is a part timer.
if it was anything else,
I rewatched that again.
I'd be what the fuck. Now I ain't gonna lie, I don't rewatch Kaiju #8. But you know, you can already tell I don't rewatch Full Metal Alchemist again.
I got
so.
a cheat skill in another world. I rewatched that. See, I half the time I just rewatch it because I'm already watching everything that I want to watch new, so it's hard to watch anything new.
I just watch Full Metal Alchemist.
I haven't rewatched that in like 2 years.
I can't help it.
If you're asking me my most rewatched anime, it's Toradora. It's my favorite romance anime of all time. And then my second most rewatched anime would be Gate. And my third most rewatched, which is my favorite anime of all time, not saying it's the best, Bleach. And that new season is going to be so killer, dude. I cannot wait. But without the expectations of watching a new season, like you said, Bleach, Toradora, Dragon Ball Z, I rewatched that a lot. What Naruto, but I only watch like certain scenes when I'm deep in conversation with my roommate about Naruto, and he thinks he knows what he's talking about.
Mm.
I gotta shut his ass down real quick. Be like, shut up, bitch.
Alright, so what was the anime that you didn't like this year, bro?
Ooh, Windbreakers.
Windbreakers?
Season 2. Season 1 was alright. Season 2 really fell off.
How did you pick season 2 over demons over the
Demon Sword Hunter?
Demon Hunter, yeah.
Well, because I watched the first two. I never gave it a real watch.
Yeah.
Because I just got sidetracked and it just fell away from me. But it was boring, but it was boring in the right way. So, because my attention span's kind of dead at some points in my life. And so I didn't give it a real watch. Windbreaker Season 2, though, we watched the first 2 episodes. And when I watched the first 2 episodes, I'm like, okay, I already know what this season's going to be about. And I do not want to watch it. And I tried to rewatch it like 3 days ago at the place. And I started watching it. I was like, okay, I already watched this episode, right? Skipped it. Watched this episode, skipped it. Went to the 3rd episode. I was like, turned it right off. Had no want or desire to watch it. Not saying it's not a good anime. And then there's another one. I got reincarnated as a vending machine. There's a lot of people who love it.
I got reincarnated as a vending machine?
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck kind of title is that?
Exactly what it sounds like. He got reincarnated as a vending machine.
What the fuck?
Vending machine culture is pretty big in Japan, so it makes sense to make something like that.
What kind of vending machine is he?
A magical one. So
he turns to all types of different vending machines?
Yep, that's exactly what he does.
So he could be a penny machine, or has he been a penny machine yet?
I don't know. I haven't watched the 2nd season.
What was he in the... So how the fuck did he end up being a vending machine?
No clue.
It just starts and he's just a vending machine.
Essentially. This probably explains how he becomes a vending machine in season 2 or later in season 1, which I didn't watch the last 2 episodes, but I guess it was entertaining.
Permanently a vending machine?
Yeah.
Does he dispense like condoms?
Fucking mind blown, guys. This guy, he's like, that's an anime, bro. There's a fucking anime. I want to tell you something right now. There's an anime where a guy gets reincarnated as his crush's dog. and she starts having a crush on the dog. Okay?
That's weird as fuck.
But the vending machine, there's a lot of people liking it. It was entertaining for a few. Like, I watched up to episode 10. I still need to finish season 1.
10 episodes of a fucking vending machine?
Yeah, it was actually kind of entertaining.
He don't have conversations with anybody.
He can talk.
With people who come to him?
Yep.
And they're not like, what the fuck?
No, they are. But it becomes normal.
How the fuck? So, when he comes up, he like, hey, what you looking for? And he changes into the type of machine for their ass?
Uh-huh. After he levels up.
How the fuck does he level up?
People using him. It's actually kind of funny and silly concept. It's not. It's a fun watch, but it's not like I wouldn't go anywhere near my top 10 or top 50.
What the fuck?
You didn't know that existed?
Fuck no.
Yeah, dude. Anime's got some weird ones, dude. Like some of the random shit is just, that's why I like anime, because it just literally, who thinks about a fucking show about a guy dying and being reincarnated as a vending machine? Who thinks of that, dude? Like, how would that story even play out? That's the question of the story. How would a story like that even play out? That's what makes it interesting. Like, okay, you know you would never be, like, really interested in this, but you'd be like, okay, why does this even exist, and how would that story even be told? And that's what really gets you there. So yes, when he levels up, he can be any type of vending machine. At first it's like drinks, potions, and then he levels up, and then he becomes food, hot food, because you can get hot food out of vending machines in Japan. And then another one is like it gets really in depth, right? So it's kind of cool to see all the different types of vending machines.
Can it be a weapon vending machine?
I don't know. I haven't seen. I haven't seen the season 2.
How far did he level up as far as you watched it?
I think he was like 30.
So what the fuck could he do?
Maybe lower. I don't remember how that leveling system went, but I know he had like 3 or 4 different types of vending machines unlocked for himself.
That's crazy, man.
It's an interesting way to tell a story. You're like, who would even want to watch this, right? But then you're like, how would that even story get told? And then you're sitting down, well, okay, I'm going to see how the story would even be told. And guess what? You're the one watching it now. It's a very curious anime. It's not something you want to watch, right? But it's something that makes you question, how would a story like that be told? Like, who would watch a story like that, and how would it be told? And how would a story like that be interesting?
Do they follow the people after they buy the shit?
The vending machine?
Does the camera follow off? Does it go like, if they buy some condoms, do you follow off with the people to go see them like?
So he meets a girl who's super strong and is about to die. She uses the vending machine, and poof, they're best friends. Like, not just overnight, but So he has a barrier around him that fucking monsters can't attack him. So this girl lays there for like a day to recover. And she's super strong, so the girl carries this vending machine everywhere she's going. And that's how the story starts. And it's an interesting story, it really is. It's not something like, oh my god, it needed a season 2, but it's like, it's a cool concept. There's a lot more season 2s that were well more deserving, but, somebody liked it enough. Enough people liked it to get a season 2, and I respect that.
Alright. So, shit, let's end on this note then. What's 3 animes we should look forward to 2026?
Hell's Paradise, Freerun. There's so many of them, but we'll just do next season, right? We'll just do the next season.
Shit to watch in 2026, motherfucker.
All 2026, it'd be hard to tell, but JJK would be a good one. I don't know if Demon Slayer, the second movie's coming out, but that would be really one to watch. I know the trailer's out, but I don't know when the movie's coming out. JJK, Freerun, Solo Leveling. or JJK, Hell's Paradise, and Solo Leveling for me.
And 2 honorable mentions because I know that wasn't enough for you.
2 honorable mentions. That'd be hard.
Okay, well then never mind.
Chainsaw Man, new season
Man.
would be cool to watch.
Okay.
Really, my honorable mention would be JJK because don't kill me, but I'm not a big JJK fan.
Okay.
Jujutsu Kaisen, it's good. It's not. I think Solo Leveling's got better storytelling.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but they're gonna hate me for that. But they haven't watched the true Solo Leveling story yet.
You ain't either.
I know.
This motherfucker. All right, chat, bro. I appreciate it, bro. This is, kind of a year-end wrap-up, informal, formal. It is what it is. We got some shit for the can.
We're going to try to do a New Year's stream, but we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah. See what the fuck plays out. We don't know how life going to be life. But life going to be life. And so hopefully it's not life. But anyway,
thanks for tuning in, hearing us ramble about nothing for like an hour and a half, and then go to everything else we usually talk about.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Another year in the bag. Anniversary coming soon.
Yeah.
We're probably going to actually have to advertise and do a damn a giveaway.
Yeah, dude. I think I'm getting I'm built up to do that now.
So we could do the giveaway. Yeah.
Do we give away a wrestling pop and an anime pop? Or do we give a wrestling figure and an anime figurine?
I don't know.
We gotta do one wrestling, we gotta do one anime to be consistent. But since it's fucking 11 and I should have already been gone, to be continued.
Yes. So we out this motherfucker. Whatever you do a lot of full motherfucking motion. No. It's OGK and
Drity.
You already know we functioning. We out this bitch. Still have somebody ready to.
I don't know how functional this guy is. He looks like he's about to
I'm maxing out. I know you don't know what that about. Off the 6-pack, yeah, it's a drought. I'm a sick man, yeah, I'm a sick proud. Push way heavy, I've been rocking, you be steady. Talking about that beat by mixing rock steady, you ain't ready. Push away that.